If it's your first time here, good morning. My name is Jenny. I typically go by the financial doctor. I'm here just about every morning, share my trading journey. We share information and conversation, talk about stocks. Mainly in the morning, we talk about trading, more specifically like day trading. So welcome in. Hopefully you guys are able to learn and earn some money at some point. Go ahead and grab your little virtual seat. We're about to be rocking and rolling and going over what we are going to do today or what stocks we're going to look at today. Once again, guys, everything I'm about to go over I send out in a watch list early in the morning, way before I come on. So if you are interested in having this information in a timely manner, feel free to check out the link in my bio. You see a section that says watch list. But let's get into the meat and potatoes while you guys are really here, right? What you guys want to hear about? KIDZ came out this morning. KIDZ has information. I'm sorry, KIDZ came out this morning. KIDZ said that they came out with a $2 million buyback of their Class B shares. So basically, they're going to reinvest another $2 million back into it with their Class B shares. The company says that it is a plan for long term growth for them. So that is why KIDZ got a little pop this morning. KIDZ was actually on our watch list probably since 6:30ish or whatever, but it didn't really pop until I don't know 8 o'clock or so this morning. So that was the deal with KIDZ. Sade, good morning. Hey, yes, I do have a mentorship program available. You'll see information on it in my bio. You'll see a section that says mentorship. It's a 6 week program. It is one on one. It is a 6 week program with one on one sessions each week. But feel free to take a look at that if you have more questions about it. Feel free to ask or just shoot me a DM and I'll kind of help you out from there. So that's the deal with KIDZ, right? RENX announced that they have a subsidiary that has won a hauling contract in Florida. Shout out to Florida. Basically, they're going to aid with demolition and construction waste in certain areas that they were approved to work with them with. That is why they had their little pop there. With RE and the E. Put this back. We're only going to change the top screen so we can make life easier for us. ELAB has no news. ELAB just has a pop. ELAB has no news. It just has a pop. Took off during pre-market. Gave back just about everything that it earned during pre-market here with ELAB. But it's holding its look $2, 215 area here with ELAB. QNCX. If you guys were here yesterday, we looked at QNCX. QNCX, when I logged off yesterday at 11 o'clock ish, QNCX was holding 32 cents or 33 cents around that area. QNCX definitely continued to do its thing yesterday afternoon. QNCX does not have new news. It is still running off the news from yesterday with QNCX. QNCX basically saying that they hired Lifeside Capital as a financial advisor to review their business options and to see how they can increase their finances and things of that sort. So that is the deal with QNCX. They're running off of yesterday's news. My apologies. No new news on QNCX. But definitely one that we'll take a look at and see what exactly it's going to do for the rest of the day with QNCX. But that was definitely one from yesterday. PRFX, excuse me, they got a European solar project through an AI platform. So they basically signed a software agreement for a European company, if I'm not mistaken, um, within AI platform. So it's going to give them, I believe, access to like larger megawatt solar power plants in Romania. Excuse me. Yeah, and then they will aid in monitoring their solar plants in real time. So that was the deal with them. That is why they had their little pop. That is why they were moving. And that was PRFX. And then we have MNT. MNT basically reported their fourth quarter earnings and a full year of 2025 for their fourth quarter. So basically financials for MNT. Also STIM also reported their financials also for their fourth quarter and full year of 2025. I'm also looking at PHIO and PLBY. PLBY holding $2.50. We looked at PLBY For the past 2 days or so. They had a 2 days ago they had a deal that they signed for $122 million. So that was the deal with PLBY. That is why they had their pop. They don't have crazy volume. They didn't have crazy volume yesterday, but it's been trickling in the right direction. We don't have anything going crazy right now. We don't have no stocks going wild right now. The market has been on a slower or more calm side, I'd say the past few days. So just be mindful of that market conditions is very important. So we'll see what exactly the market is going to do when the market actually opens. I have not played anything yet. This morning I didn't play anything during pre-market, but let's see what's going to happen when the market opens. If we can find solid plays, solid areas for us to kind of get in and come out green. Let me know if you guys played anything, got in on anything so far yet, or if you're looking at anything different. Good morning, Vacay. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. All right, give me a second, guys. You guys know I'm gonna make sure that we're all up to date with everything that's going on here. Size some of these things up if there's opportunity to size it up. And I'll tell you guys what's exactly on my top list for this morning. Jeez, jeez, that's what we call you. Good morning, good morning. Jeez, jeez, that's what we call you. STIM, yeah, I have STIM here. STIM had earnings this morning. They reported what they report fourth quarter this morning, I believe it was. STIM was off of earnings this morning. They had a move. I believe they're hanging around like the $1.80ish or something, $1.80ish, $1.70ish mark when I looked at them. They had a pop off of their financials. They reported some kind of earnings or something like that this morning. Or some kind of financials, I should say, this morning with STIM. But it wasn't nothing crazy that they gave. Their pop wasn't nothing crazy. I think they had a like $2, went to like $2, maybe 20 or 30 cents with STIM. Going off the top of my head, I may be off a little bit. But if you really want me to, I can look at it. KIDZ, yeah, KIDZ has we just spoke about KIDZ. KIDZ has the $2 million, they're trying to do a share, Class B share for $2 million with KIDZ. I think it'll be a good look too. Um, I'd probably prefer KIDZ for me over STIM right now. Jeez. CCH, yeah, CCH. I looked at CCH also. I know I don't break down everything, but I sent all of them on the watch list too. But CCH, what did CCH have this morning? Something with Nasdaq. Mm. Probably a compliance. I remember CCH with Nasdaq or something like that. Something with Nasdaq, a compliance of their pricing. With Nasdaq, if I'm not mistaken, they had this morning. CCH we also looked at a few days ago. With CCH. Let me see. I can put CCH here for you. CCH does not. CCH is they're trying to hold the $1 mark to meet the compliance for pricing for Nasdaq. Yeah, I think we have like some that's moving. We have quite a few moving today, right? But we don't have crazy volume, like that nice flow of volume that this stock is all the attention and so on and so forth. Um, for me, volume is like important. We don't have crazy volume. Doesn't mean we can't make money. Doesn't mean there's not opportunity. Just be mindful and cautious of the market conditions that we have. Um, but just no crazy volume. You're a bag holder on RENX. RENX $1.65. You're looking for it to go to $1.65. We struggling with a 30 cents here on RENX. Bag holder. How long you been in RENX? Good morning, guys. Come on in, come on in. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. All right. I don't have a crazy list quite yet. I told you guys I'm looking at some of the old ones. I'm looking at PLBY. I'm looking at PHIO to see if it's going to do anything or it's going to pick up anything. I am going to look at QNCX. I am going to look at QNCX to see what it's going to do as the day continues. I have KIDZ on my list. I have RENX on my list to see if it's going to do anything as the day continues. I'm really looking to see how the market is going to open today. I hate a slow market, but a slow market is also a good opportunity for you to learn, adjust your setup, adjust what you're doing, study charts, and do all those things. But yeah, I don't really like a slow market. It's October 2025. You've been in there long enough. Might as well wait it out at this point. Did you get in trying to make like a quick day trade and got stuck? When that happens, I'll be like, the stock turns into a stock for like your grandkids. Those are your grandkids' stocks. You're just hoping that it gives you a pop up. If it doesn't give you a pop up, then you just put it in your will and be like, such and such gets this stock. And hopefully by then they are able to collect something. Good morning, Jasmine. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're well. Yeah, they're probably gonna do that to consolidate and increase the price, and then they will be meeting Nasdaq minimum price value. So they'll do a reverse to cheat the system, basically. All right. I also added SMX on here. SMX. I'm gonna look at SMX to see what it's gonna do. Um. All right. So I think that's gonna be my full list so far. Patience is gonna be tested today. I'll tell you guys that. Be prepared to be patient today. Market opens up in another 9 minutes or so for us. Again, my list that I have for my list of what I'm looking at when the market actually opens. I'm gonna be looking at RENX, KIDZ, QNEX, SMX. I will also look at PHIO, BLBY. I have ELAB here, but I don't. I'm not the biggest fan, but just I do have I have ELAV here. If you ready to gamble, we don't gamble. You gotta be ready. Stay ready. It's not a gamble. Don't gamble. Be prepared. If you forcing it, then it's a gamble, definitely. You just wishing and hoping. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some coffee real quick. If you guys just give me a few moments, I'll be right back to rock and roll. In the meantime, if you guys are able to love up on the screen, share the love, and do those things, it is greatly appreciated. Give me a few moments to go ahead and grab something to get prepared for the market to open. I haven't played anything yet during play market, so let's see if market opens and it gives me something that fits me, and we're able to collect some coins here and see what it does for today. In the meantime, love up on the screen, engage with each other, talk through those things. We'll be right. I'll be right back. We'll be right back. Like I'm about to give you a commercial. All right, guys. Market opens up in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Market's about to open up. Good morning, Pink. Good morning, Taz. Can I look at IRE? Yeah, I can take a look at it. Give me a second. We got a little friend QNCX from yesterday. IRE. Yeah, I can take it. Good morning, Drill. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. IREN last had news, what today, maybe 5 or 6 days ago, they reported their their fourth quarter earnings. I like their second quarter earnings about 2 weeks ago. They did have a pop about dollar 50 or so this today. It's holding the $43 mark. Nothing too crazy with it. But they don't have any new news or anything. Their last news from 5 or 6 days ago was their second quarter earnings report that they reported with IREN. All right, guys. Market's about to open. Thank you. Thank you. Alafane, good morning. Welcome in. All right, guys. Market's about to open. We got 10 seconds, 8 seconds. We're about to be rocking and rolling. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're about to be rocking and rolling. Let's see what today's going to bring us. Y'all, the market conditions is slow. Be mindful. The conditions is slow. Be mindful of the market today. All right. We're open. Happy Wednesday. Let's get it. On my list, RENX, KIDZ, QNCX, SMX. This gives us a nice little pop here. ELAB, I'm looking at it, but I'm really side-eyeing it here. Empower, good morning. Ping, you got ABP, EWC, and SoFi. SoFi, yeah. SoFi's decent. We've looked at SoFi so far a few times. I think I only probably day traded it at 135. But I didn't look at ABP or EWC. I'll take a look at them. SMTX gave us a little pop here. Sorry, I didn't mean these here. Nothing going crazy right now. Nothing going crazy right now. Be patient, guys. Market only been open for what, a minute. Okay? It's only been a minute. You're A-okay if you didn't get in and become a millionaire in the minute that the market's been open. Make sure we're not missing nothing. Give me a second. KIDZ holding 27 cents. QNCX holding 67 cents. RENX. We got a lot of X's in here, huh? RENX holding 29 cents. ELAB is moving here, but ELAB, remember ELAB has no news. I wasn't able to locate any news or anything on ELAB. But ELAB is moving. Doesn't mean you can't play. Doesn't mean it's not a decent stock. It just doesn't have any news or anything that I can bind to it right now. This one right here was on our watch list. So I know I didn't talk about it during pre-market, or I didn't talk about it, one of our thing. But TDC, they said they're going to like update their board of directors and bring in some new members of board of directors. That was their news this morning. That is why they have their little pop market open, and it gave us 4 minute strong good candles here with TDC. Um, I know it's a higher price stock, but that's why they're moving here. They announced update on their board of director. Plan to bring new leadership basically in the company. I believe they're trying to bring this lady named Melissa Fitzer or something like that. And she's set to start March 1st, somewhere in March or something like that. Right, let's see. Say QNCX is holding pretty decent. Remember QNCX? We looked at QNCX yesterday. If you guys remember, QNCX yesterday was moving in like 3 4 cents. 3 4 cents gave you a little pop, got stuck. 3 4 cents gave you a little pop, got stuck. 3 4 cents gave you a little pop, got stuck. It kind of followed that for the rest of the day. So right now let's see what QNCX is. We've only been open for 5 minutes. So QNCX opened up around the 65, 66 cents area. And it's kind of getting stuck right now around the 71 cents area on QNCX. It's having a hard time passing 71, 72 cents here. So again, another 4 or 5 cents here. It's getting stuck. So let's see if it's going to follow the same pattern. Then we could probably size it up and find like entry point on QNCX. Mike, good morning. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, let me know if you guys are looking at anything different. SUNE, we looked at SUNE. I want to say sometime last week, if I'm not mistaken. SUNE had some kind of earnings or announced they paid off like some big debt last week. So that was the deal with SUNE. They paid off some big debt last week. I don't believe they have any news that I was able to locate this morning. But they just popped up for me in SUNE. I lied. They came out with a residential solar power plant. So they did come out with news that they have a financing agreement with Palmetto to support their residential solar growth. So that's what they with SUNE. They did just come out with news, maybe 20 something minutes ago. So SUNE does have news. Again, SUNE does have news. They have a financing agreement with Palmetto to support their residential solar growth in 2026. So throughout the year of 2026. Let me see if I can see like a price point and how much the contract is worth. But that is why SUNE has a that is why SUNE has a pop. Yeah, no price point on how much the contract is worth. I don't even see how long that contract is for. Now QNCX is holding itself very well together. Just kind of broke the 71.72 cents line. I'll put QNCX up here. I'll put what is this thing? SUNE down here. QNCX just held on its little 72 cents line. It just was able to kind of get above that. RENX holding 32 cents. Somebody was in here saying they're RENX holding for it. SMX complete downtrend here to 15 bucks. ELAB fighting this $2.15. SUNE holding $2. For me, QNCX, KIDZ, SUNE is it's okay. I don't think SUNE is gonna do anything too crazy. I had okay news. Yeah, for me right now, that's what we're looking at. RENX. It does it automatically once you're moving. We're on a 1 minute time frame, so that's why you see like the consistent timer here. So counting down 1 minute here. But I don't believe I had to do anything preset. I can double check for you, but I don't recall. I've had this set up for a while, but I don't recall having to adjust any settings. Pink, SoFi, okay. The other two I wouldn't too much really focus on. There we go, QNCX. All right, good job. QNCX, good job. Anna, I want to say, if I said it wrong, my apologies. Thank you so much for the TikTok that you sent me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you in return are able to remain profitable. Welcome in. Um, QNCX is trying to be winner chicken dinner. I hear you guys. SUNE is holding itself up at the 215, 217 mark here, but QNCX I think might be winner chicken dinner. Nothing crazy happening with it yet, but it's definitely holding itself up compared to like yesterday. Um SCR. Give me a second. Over here trying to size up QNCX. If you leave me, if you leave, if you leave, if you leave, I'm glad. QNCX is big as below. Turn around. Um, Okay. For education purposes, why did you stay out of it? Why didn't I play it? I was reading the stock. So I had my assumption on the stock. I had, I was reading the stock from yesterday. I wanted to see if it's still going to follow the same trend from yesterday. Very well, it's following the same trend from yesterday. So for me, it's giving me more confirmation. It's securing my strategy, making me more confident. So if I do find an area that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in, with it, then I gave an opportunity for confirmation or more confirmation. So for me, a lot of times I allow the stock to play out. I find support areas, and then I wait for the stock to come back on and play in one of those support areas. I know sometimes it could be hard to watch the stock and kind of see a stock move what you expect it to do. I have no issues watching the stock and allowing the stock to do what I or expected or call out that I'm looking for the stock to do. It just confirms my trading strategy. So it makes it better for me when I go in. For me, but you got to be comfortable with money passing your screen. You got to be comfortable with watching the trade path, or so on and so forth. OSCR. I feel like this is the second time you said that. Give me a second. I got you. OFCR had fourth quarter earnings. So OFCR is moving off of financials. That is why OFCR is moving. They have fourth quarter earnings. I believe they're reporting like a 15% increase or something like that. Excuse me, for OFCR. OSCR. My apologies. OSCR. Uh, so yeah, so that's what they were happening. All right, I'm gonna go back and look at my Q and EX play. With Q in the X, for me, I'd probably play the re-break around the 71, 72 cent line. Allegedly. Because it had a top and it's over. Are you done now? No, not at all. The stock is gonna go up. The stock is gonna come down. It comes down to pick you up. Look at what is this thing? RENX. Look at RENX here. I would want QNCX to hold this little 67 cents area here. Rest maybe 2-3 minutes and see if we'll find a ride back up. RENX finding its way back up here. RENX is the one that had the hauling contract with Florida. They're gonna aid with like transport and construction and demolition waste. So that's what they had this morning. Oh, you cracking QNC. SUNE holding what 29 cents here. Start to make that U-turn, baby. KIDZ holding 23, 24 cents. I'll show you guys RENX. Yeah. Kingdom Keys, good morning. Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in, guys. I'm still looking at QNCX. I'm letting it do its thing. See if it's gonna play game. I told y'all patience is gonna be tested today. What I not like about SUNE? I don't think it's I necessarily don't like SUNE. I think I prefer QNCX over SUNE. I tell you guys, if I'm looking at a stock, and I'm looking at just price points, if I have an opportunity to get a lower price stock, compared to a higher price stock, I'm able to get a whole lot more shares in the for a shorter run. And then come out with, on it essentially. Because UNE has moved, that's decent, man. It just find its move to get it vague. But it's, as you need this market open, I think maybe more for about 30 to 40 cents or so, if I'm not mistaken. It's holding itself up and it's not doing anything crazy. But you can definitely look at it if you need find a corner and kind of play it or something. With that beauty. But it's not that I don't necessarily like the stock. It's just my preference. You're in SoFi. Let's go. Let's see. KIDZ holding 23 cents here. QNCX, I needed to re-break 70 cents, 71 cents with QNCX. Looking for a re-break of 71 cents with QNCX. RENX holding 33 cents here. SMX completely came down, and SUN holding $2, $2.25 each. Ew, came down all the way to 65 cents. Ooh, when I call your name. That 71 cents gave QNCX good little rejection here. Good rejection. QNCX got a good slap back on the 71.70 cents line. Could you have played QNCX right here at this low? What is this? 68 65 cents area here. Yeah, it came down, gave us a bottom bounce here on this last bottom line that we had on QNCX, and gave you about 4 or 5 cents on it on QNCX. But I was looking for a rebreak. For me, I was looking for a rebreak of this right here. I feel like if it rebreaks this right here, then it'll give the stock some strength and possibly a quick pop up. So let's see what it's gonna do here with QNCX. I am still looking at QNCX to see what it's gonna do. SUNE just gave us another crack here, down to the $2.209 mark. Seeing cracks everywhere. SMX is still cracking. RENX is holding 32.33 cents. We don't have nothing going crazy today. Again, be mindful of the market conditions. The market is not going crazy. It's not doing anything wild. So make sure that whatever you're trying to go after, it's matching your trading plan, your trading strategy. It's okay if you don't have a play. It's okay if you don't make a trade. I think you need to cross like 2065 ish, 2067. Then it'll show you a little strength on you. But I'm looking at it for you on the side though. There we go. QNCX picked me up. QNCX picked me up real quick here. Yeah, I saw that pop on QNCX. I need to get the stock news. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. It came by and picked your girl up for that break, that re-break that we were looking for QNCX. Let's see if it's gonna give me another little flare. Patience in the market, baby. Oh, baby. That was a big gap up for it too. I really wanted it to do a little baby walk here, but surprise, surprise. Steve, I have various different scanners that I do use. If I'm being honest, I can't necessarily like name drop in here or anything. I'm not in bindings with any of these people. So I can't be rubbing my two nickels together and have somebody coming in for me for mentally. But I do try to share as much information that I am able to without placing myself necessarily in a pickle, if that makes sense. But SUNE holding $2.04 here. Hang out in here, I share as much information as I can. If you feel like you need it, in a timely manner, but I send out a watch list in the mornings. You can check out the section of my bio that says watch list. You'll kind of get all the details and things of that sort there. 75 cents is gonna be a little natural resistance for QNCX. Just naturally here, not because it's QNCX, just because it's 75 cents. That's a 75 here. I might take a little change here. Take me a little change. I know what I say. If you up and you green, you have the opportunity to take some. Don't walk away empty handed. Like, oh my gosh, I'm waiting for it to go to $10. Something about. All right. I took a little bit on CN. Why do I keep saying CNCX? My apologies. QNCX here. The rest of my position, if it hits 77, will close out. With QNCX here, it will. Ooh, look. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I can't. I'm completely out of QNCX. Completely green. Patience won today, y'all. Let's go. Good pop. Good pop on QNCX. Your girl could have been in there 85 cents. Look at this thing, right? We're going to $10 QNCX. Now I'm completely out. I think completely out green on QNCX. It hit me. I'm good. Oh, but it's still doing its thing though. Something about it is the sweet. Um, Pink, if you get a chance, DM me, okay? It is the sweetest. Good job, QNCX. He went all the way up, gave us a 87 cents flare, got a little kickback at your high, 87 cents. I'd probably say it's your high and exposed area. Um, in Steve, you gonna DM me? Uh, Pink DM me, Pink Wild Time. But Steve, if you got questions, you can DM me and try to answer too. But Pink, DM me. But if you got questions, Steve, feel free to DM. But QNCX, I just had to be patient with it, right? It was a little rocky. It was doing its thing. Um, you're out of so far, yeah, I figured. But yeah, it did what I wanted it to do. SUNE down $1.94 ish. KIDZ holding 23 cents here. RENX holding 28 cents here. SMX not doing much. My only real play that I was looking at for today was QNCX. I told you guys from earlier I was looking for QNCX, the rebreak of 70 cents. QNCX, I got picked up on the rebreak of 70 cents. I took a little something off of 75, because I knew it was gonna be on a struggle bus over there. But as soon as it broke 75, it gave that real pop all the way up and took me completely out. Green with QNCX. So you just had to be a little patient on QNCX, but it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Essentially with QNCX so far for today. I don't think I'll take another trade today. I think I'm pretty okay. Just off of market conditions. Markets ain't doing nothing crazy. I think I'm pretty okay. But QNCX still trying to hold itself together here. So definitely a play that you can continue to look at. QNCX is gonna have a hard wall around 81, 82-ish cents. I'm gonna say, not even 81, like 82-ish cents. It's gonna have a hard wall, right around the 82 ish cents area to if it is going to even try to attempt to break this 87 cents here. So you would want, if you are in it or you're looking for it to break, you would want it to really consolidate right around this 82 ish cents to kind of build some strength and give you a pop up for your 87 cents. But that 82 ish cents, high 82 is going to be a decent low wall for it. And they told me be quiet. We got this. Do your thing, QNCX. I'm not in, but do your thing, big guy. You got this. Looking at it, it's like, oh my gosh, I could have still been in. I would have been like up, at 85 cents ish or whatever. I got out on the high 70s on QNCX, but it did exactly what I wanted to do. I'm 100% okay with where I got off on QNCX. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Go, Carrie. Carrie, my clappers wasn't working. I don't know if they working here. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if my clappers is working. I ain't even work on them. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. I've been so busy. Good job going green, Carrie. Congratulations. Did you guys hear that? First day back, Carrie is green. Good job, Carrie. Good job going green. Hey, y'all let me know if y'all heard these clappers today. My claps are enough. My little golf claps. My little golf clap. Good job. Good job coming in, Carrie. Good job going green. Consistency will take you guys a long way. Just being consistent in the market, you'll learn. When you're not trading, you're not teaching, you will learn and, help you be successful. I gotta work on my clappers. I probably gotta do like some uninstall, reinstall type stuff. Uh, it's not gonna happen today. I have class today. CQ and CX keep getting stuck around this 82-ish, high 82s, 83s area. But if it's able to break that, you'll see a little flare out of it. Excuse me. I'm hungry. SUNE trying to hold this little $2 mark here. RENX holding 29 cents. Honestly, if you're looking at a play right now, RENX is holding decently. QNCX is holding decently. SUNE is playing okay. So some of the fee that you can continue to take a look at to see if they're gonna do anything for you for today. Give me a second. Let me see. I told you guys I was looking at this stuff, but I never went back and looked at it. I kind of drilled in on UNCX. It didn't do nothing crazy, but it did have a little uptrend. No crazy volume with PHIO. PHIO, the old stock that we looked at before. It didn't do anything crazy, but it did have a decent uptrend with very light volume on it, PHIO. But I don't think I went back to look at PHIO since market actually opened. Oh, let's go. Congratulate people. Thank you, VK. I was just looking at CCHH. I think you asked about it earlier, VK. Later, 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 later. SMX testing is $16 area here. I'm like, why is that line so close? Was that line or I can't recall. I think that's where you hit it before. Green on RENX. Let's go, Blush. Good job. That's what we talking about. Good job, Blush. RNX. We talked about RNX this morning. They had their hauling contract with Florida. Let's go. QNCX was unable to hold above the 82-ish cents line. You see, I got a little rejection here with QNCX kickback. We're back in the 77s area. We're back in the 77s area here with QNCX. Allegedly, it touches 75. You'll probably see it try to give a little bounce back up here. Allegedly. Morning, Rhetoric. Hope you've been well. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. I appreciate it. You're doing good. Happy Wednesday. All right. Give it what another 10-15 minutes or so, and I'll do a quick recap for today. And then so you guys can continue to take a look at for today, and then I will be outing. Tomorrow morning I will stream tomorrow, but it'll be around maybe 10:15, 10:30ish tomorrow. So tomorrow morning I won't stream early in the morning like my 9 o'clock time regular. I'll come in and it'll kind of be like yesterday. So I'll be in tomorrow at maybe 10:15, 10:30ish around that time tomorrow. But again, if you guys want need the information or anything like that, I do have a watch list available. Just click the link in my bio. You'll see a section that says watch list, and you'll see that information there. Oh, vacay, you're welcome. I appreciate you coming in, and all your positivity is definitely appreciated. Green, Mr. Bean, let's go. QVC, let's go. We got a few greens today. Okay, you guys went out there. I'm happy you guys are playing things different. Y'all locking in green. Good job, Mr. Bean. I gotta get these clappers to work. QNCX came down, gave us a little bounce. I don't think it went all the way down to the 75ish, but it gave us a little bounce right under 77. It's trying to find its way back up here on QNCX. SMX, I was gonna say CMS. SMX is still finding the $16 area here. Price predictions. I'm gonna give you information allegedly, but I don't do price. We wouldn't call it price predictions. But I'll share info. Give me a second. I'll take a look at RENX. Look at QNCX. Came down. Give me a second, okay? I'm gonna look at it for you. QNCX came down, gave us a little bounce right here on this bottom line, right? And then QNCX gave us a little U-turn and took itself right back up here. Right back up to this basic lines here. So what did it do? It came down, gave us a bounce here, came down right here, and getting stuck again right around this little 82 cent area here. Moving in the same patterns as yesterday, few cents in between. So if you have your guidelines, you know what you're looking for, you know your entry points, and so on and so forth. Like I want to get in here, I want to get out here, I want to get in here, I want to get out here, I want to get in here, I want to get out here. Um, so identifying support, identifying resistance again helps you determine your entry and exit points on the stock. No matter what you use, what pattern you use, what strategy or whatever, it comes down to two things: support and resistance. If you can't find those, you can't identify those, you don't understand those, you are getting absolutely nowhere. No matter what anybody tells you, and use fancy words and so on and so forth, it comes down to two things: support and resistance. Um, you want me to look at RENX? RENX, I didn't size up RENX today. Let me see. RENX, I'd probably say have like 3 cents waves in it. So that's these are my alleged for RENX, essentially. Look at QNCX got above the 82 cents line. Can we hold? It needs a little push. Somebody gotta give it a little tug in the back. Might give it a little push. It's right there. It's literally right there. Might just need to get a little push it all the way over on QNCX. Um, Yeah, hopefully get that helped you out on arguing. Yeah, instead of pushing QNCX over the wall, somebody kicked it in the knees here. But if it holds above this 82 line, then I think I'll consolidate a little bit to give us a little 87 tip. I'm not in QNCX anymore. I play QNCX, but just my alleged information that I'm sharing. I'm a stock comedian with no jokes in here. Okay, so everything I say in here is allegedly. All right, I'm going to do a quick recap here. Which do one screen. I'm gonna leave. We'll leave QNCX for last. Okay, we'll come back to it. Let it, see if it'll break 82 cents. All right, KIDZ. We looked at KIDZ this morning. KIDZ basically had an announcement that they were doing a buyback of shares of about $2 million. That their shareholders and investors are able to buy back shares in various different ways, both on the market and both internally, based on whatever rules and guidelines that they gave them. So that was to do with KIDZ. That is why KIDZ had its pop this morning. They're buying back about $2 million worth of shares of KIDZ. I believe it's Class B shares also. That was the deal with them. That's why they had the little pop. That's why they were moving with KIDZ. What else did we look at today? RENX. RENX announced that they had a contract, a hauling contract with Florida. Basically, that's going to allow them to aid in transportation of construction material, and they are going to be able to assist in a demolition waste, carrying that stuff and transferring all that construction material and demolition waste and so on and so forth. That is why RENX had a little pop. RENX had a pop during pre-market. It did give back majority of his gains during pre-market. Market open. RENX kind of came out and was doing his thing. RENX was not like on the top of my list. Wasn't anything that I was looking for. But it was a decent stock during pre-market. If you looked at it, it gave you little rises up here on RENX. We did just put these lines here, but it's playing okay between these lines. I think it just needs a little bit more volume, and I'll probably continue to do its thing, but a decent stock to look at, especially with market conditions that we have now. Just know what you're looking for, know what you're looking for the stock to do before you actually go into it. Um, PHIO, I looked at PHIO briefly. It was on my list, but I was honest with you guys, I never went back and looked at PHIO after market actually opened. PHIO had, it was, trailing, I would say, during pre-market. Didn't do anything crazy for real. But the market opened and it sprinkled its way up. No crazy volume, no nothing like that. But it sprinkled its way up on PHIO. I wouldn't necessarily too much focus on PHIO because it doesn't have a consistent volume flow in it. I think you have other stocks that have consistent volume flow in it right now, like RENX, QNCX, that have a better volume flow in it right now, that I would probably focus on more than like a PHIO. What's this other one here? SUNE came out. They had news this morning. We also looked at SUNE, I think about a week ago or something like that. Hey Kenneth, good morning. I hope you've been well. Welcome in. I'm about to leave. Coming in at the end. SUNE had news this morning also. SUNE had news. It wasn't like, I don't think it was like crazy news or anything like that. So that was the deal with SUNE. Want to make sure that you guys can continue to look at it. It's having a hard time holding this low $2 mark or breaking. I should say re-breaking the low $2 mark right now for SUNE. But you can definitely continue to look at it, see what it's gonna do for you here. Uh, winner chicken dinner QNCX. QNCX was my winner chicken dinner. QNCX was my play for me for today. QNCX, I played QNCX not off of new news today. QNCX actually had news from yesterday. They announced that they hired Lifesize as their financial advisor, basically to aid them in making or take on the options that they'll have for their financial aspect of the company throughout the year. So that was the deal with QNCX. We played QNCX yesterday. We looked at QNCX yesterday. I should say QNCX been playing within the same guidelines of yesterday, moving in about 4 or 5 cents increments. So that's why I played QNCX. Kind of sized it up and was able to come in and take a little rain on QNCX at the rebreak of the 70 cents line with this one. It's definitely trying to hold itself together here. It's having a hard time right around this 82 cents line. We got a strong kickback here. It's having a hard time right around this 82 cents line. It wasn't able to break that 80. It broke it. It wasn't able to hold above that 82 cents line, I would say. Um, and it got a strong kickback here at, we're back to the 70 cents, bottom line for QNCX. So if you're looking for, possible play or anything like that, I think QNCX is decent. You just gotta know your mark, know what you're looking for, in the stock, and see what it's gonna do. QNCX 30 to 65 cents. Yeah, I remember yesterday we were talking about QNC. I didn't play it yesterday, but yesterday when I left at the end of the day, we spoke about QNCX, being able to watch it and as it waves up in these, little increments of about 4 or 5 cents or so. I know it's nothing crazy, right? You may think, oh my gosh, 4 or 5 cents, you're not making nothing. But if you're buying the stock at 30 cents, 60 cents a share, if you're purchasing enough shares, 5, 10 cents can make you decent money on the stock. I know, you guys are used to people showing you stocks of, oh my gosh, the stock I bought it at $1 and it was $200, and you were able, yeah, but you can do the same thing on a lower price stock by just buying a heap load more and looking for a smaller rise in the stock. So I always favor that for me. I always tell you guys if I have an opportunity to play a lower price stock and a higher price stock, I would probably turn toward a lower price stock. Take my chances on getting a decent amount and take a quick run and kind of be done with it essentially. RENX taking itself back up here. RENX we broke 31 cents and it's trying to work its way back to this 34 cents line. Got right into this 34 cents line and we got a light rejection on RENX. So yeah, guidelines. If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out to me. Once again, tomorrow I'm gonna be on late, probably around 10:30ish, 10:15 tomorrow. If you guys are interested, I do have a watch list available. That I send out in the morning, way before I actually come on with all the information, the stocks that I talk about, the stock that I'm looking at, and things of that sort. So you guys could take a look at that, or if you're interested in it, to take a look at that. You'll see a section that says watch list. I do offer an e-course, which is a self-paced course. If anybody's genuinely interested in learning how to trade, then you'll see the e-course and the information for that also in the bio. And I do offer a one-to-one mentorship. Um, do offer a one-on-one mentorship. It is a 6-week mentorship if anybody's interested in mentorship. Vacay, I appreciate you taking the time to read the article. Yes, there was an article placed about me last week. You guys will see the link for the article in my bio. You'll see a section that says article in Voyage Miami. I appreciate them once again taking the time out to interview me and share the information and things that I've done, things that I plan on continue doing. I appreciate you guys, those who DM me and shared that you guys read the article and things of that sort. But if anybody's interested in reading an article, Voyage Miami did do an article on me in was last week sometime. Yes, Kenneth, it is Eastern time. Eastern time is what the time zone that I am in. Shelly, you have a great day. Thank you for coming in, Shelly. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate you. You two have a good day. Yeah. So if you guys need anything, feel free to reach out. If you have any questions or anything, hit me up. Send me a DM or anything like that. I'll be more than happy to help. Other than that, I encourage you guys to go out in this big, big world of ours and to lead with grace. Go out, guys. Be kind. Put out some goodness in this world. Be good to others, and hopefully, good in return will come back. Other than that, you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Thank you for coming in.